how are you and what's up? I am discussing my K1 visa interview experience. I am walking you through my preparation, the requirements that I brought, and my own experience in during the interview. So first, I will discuss the requirements or the documents that I brought in with me. So first is a proof of relationship. Contains like your conversation, photos together, photos with friends and families, and vacation together, or hotel reservations, plane tickets and stuff, something like that. And then I have an example here of our conversation, what I did in our conversation. And then I put like, three screenshots of conversation in one bond paper. Or you can do is like four and just resize it to smaller size so you can fit 4 screenshot conversation. So I have like 10 pieces of band paper here. I decided to get like 3 to 4 screenshot per month. So yeah, it doesn't matter, just have a conversation. Sometimes they don't ask, but sometimes they ask. Better to be ready. Present conversation, which is show that you are genuinely in a relationship. And what I decided to choose for our conversation, not just sweet conversation. I screenshot our arguments, our plans and stuff, our planning for wedding, something like that. So just few conversation. I don't have like a big folder of conversation, because some of the applicants are making like a 2 to 3 folders, and they have like 200 pages of conversation. You don't need to print all your conversations. You just need a proof that you are talking. And then I have here another sample of my plane ticket from US to Philippines, his plane ticket from US to Philippines, and then our plane tickets to California, Chicago, and our travel. So yep, print all your booking stuff. Yeah, I include our Disney tickets too. So but luckily they did not ask for our conversation. Number 2 is your personal documents like birth certificates, NBI clearance, Senumar certificate of no marriage, and 2x2 picture. The 2x2 pictures, it should be like US visa picture. So before your interview, you should have this 160 completed, appointment confirmation, valid passport. Appointment confirmation is the confirmation of your schedule. And DS-160, that's the one that you filled out your information that you submitted to US Embassy. And then I decided to bring my original copy of No 1 and 2, his W-2, the tax declaration, and affidavit of support. The second step, and I decided to get the earliest scheduled time, which is 7 a.m. because I was like, because that's gonna be the first batch of the applicants. So the consul is not tired, they're not exhausted, they're not hungry, they're like, they just woke up, they just had their breakfast, so they have a good mood. So they will spread that to everyone. I am there 15 minutes before my schedule. I was wearing a semi-corporate attire. Well, I am wearing coat and inner top, and then a pants, and then black flat shoes. And then I have my expanded envelope, which is all my documents are in there, because you're not allowed to bring phones or electronic gadgets inside the US Embassy. Never bring gadgets inside the embassy. So after that, the security guard will call for each of the visa category. Immigrants, K1 applicants, non-immigrants. So I went in, and then I presented my appointment confirmation page, my DS confirmation, passport, to the security guard. And then he let me in, and then we waited like 15 minutes, and then after 15 minutes they asked us to go to this tent or shed, and then there is a woman who is giving a barcode for your passport, and then you will show your DS-160 and your passport, and they will put a barcode sticker with your name at the back side of your passport, and then they will put it in a Ziploc bag. And then after that, you will go in to the building. You will go through to the security check. What I remembered is they have 2 security check. The first window, I think that's a screening. So the first, the Filipino guy, he asked me a few questions about my personal details. He asked for my DS-160, my passport, birth certificate and stuff, Senomar, NBI. And then he asked me to do my fingerprints. So first is four fingers, and then last one is the thumb. So after that, they asked me to go and sit to the waiting area. The windows are not open, so we need to wait. So I think we're waiting for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then I think we are the first batch because they have like A, B, C. I don't know how it works, but I think that's their batch. Once the window opened, the guide will ask to form a line, like 5 to 10 people for first batch. I think that's gonna be my final interview. I was so nervous because he's taking so long to interview the first one. It's my turn. He asked me about stuff. He's not sitting, he's standing, and he seems so serious. And by the way, he's American. He's not looking at me, and he asked me a few questions. First is petitioner's name. So I told him my husband's name. Second is what he do. Third question is there a proposal to happen? And then I tell a little story about us and how the proposal happened. So I was like, I'm not just narrating everything, I'm just telling a story. I'm telling a story to him. I was making facial expression, but he's not looking at me. So, but still, I'm still smiling while I'm telling the story. So, yeah. And then the fourth question is how long that you've been together, and how and when did we met. And the sixth question is when I get back from USA, from my J1 visa. And then he checked my history, travel before. Maybe he's checking if I'm saying the truth or not and stuff. So you should fill up your DS-160 as the honest possible as you can, and you should tell your story. Don't make stories. Don't make it like a fairy tale stories if it's not true. Don't lie. If they ask you directly, answer it directly. If they're having a conversation with you, make a conversation with them. Don't just say yes, no, yes, no. Alright guys, I hope that I gave you a little advice on how you will be prepared and how you will overcome the interview, or just be calm and focus on the questions and don't be scared. Thank you guys. Give me thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future videos and comment down. Thank you. See you in my next vlog.